Hey everyone, this is Ben Dunn, founder of Van Nordic Press, a comic book company founded in 1985. Yeah, creator of such comics as Ninja High School, Warrior Nun, Marvel Mangaverse, and a host of other comics. You know, when I was growing up, I was a child of the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, and I collected comics. One of the things I really miss the most about comics of that era is not only the style, and the storytelling and everything else like that, but I miss the covers. The covers used to tell a story. You would say something from the very get go, entice you to want to pick up the comic book, to read it. It says, hey kids, look at the story that's waiting for you inside this comic. If hopefully the cover will be such that it will get you to, check it out and hopefully plunk down your 25 cents and buy the comic. I look at most modern comics these days, and there seems to be, I can't tell one issue from another. I mean, quite frankly, it seems like all people are doing these days as far as covers are concerned are pinups. Something that looks good in a slab. And that, I think there's something fundamentally flawed about that thinking. I mean, I'm not naive. I know that great covers sell, but it seems to sell mostly to collectors, It doesn't seem to want to sell to the readers. If I was a casual reader and didn't know a thing about comics, and I was perusing the comic aisle and saw a whole rack of modern comics, I couldn't tell one comic from the other. I couldn't tell one character from the other than the more iconic characters. There used to be a time where we would look at a comic and say, oh, they're introducing a new character. Oh, that sounds like a really cool storyline. Or, there was some sort of hook that I think modern comics are lacking these days as far as being able to entice readers to want to pick it up and check it out. I'm not saying this is the panacea that would help save comic books. No. I mean, I'm not foolish enough to think that, for one iota. But it seems to me that there seems to be something lacking in the way comics are being presented these days. Now, of course, I'm speaking exclusively of monthly, floppy comics. I don't think that, graphic novels and trades or collections need to worry about that problem because you're buying an entire storyline in one issue. So, you just have to have a nice looking cover that will get people to want to pick it up. But for a monthly comic or a comic that's coming out on a regular, schedule, I think that somehow a cover that tells the story would be more attractive to the casual reader. And right now the industry is suffering. I'm not going to say it's on its deathbed because I think we're far from that. Comics will still be, I think, read. I hope, and I hope comics will still be, and comics will always be a legitimate, form of entertainment. The thing about it is that I'm just worried about comic shops. Comic shops have always been the main lifeline to comic books and to independent publishers in general. And with the lack of other venues to get comics out, I worry that somehow we are experiencing a major contraction in the comics industry. We need to find ways to sell comics to the public and make them aware of it so that they'll come to comic shops, and start buying comics again. It should have been a generational thing, but it doesn't seem to be anymore. It's like most of the collectors now do not have experiences with kids to make them want to become the next generation of comic book readers. I think comic kids nowadays have graduated to manga and to other forms of entertainment, and maybe there needs to be a sea change. I don't know. Yeah. I think that, and the thing about manga is that manga is not, those are just basically collections. They're not new. There's no new manga being created specifically for the American comic audience. We still, rely on the good old fashioned floppy to get comic readers into comic book stores. But anyway, I long for the return of covers that tell a story. I think that would help a lot in getting new readers to jump on board. And hopefully, make the comic rack a little bit more colorful, a little bit more entertaining. A little bit less of a series of pinups. Yeah, but that's just me, I suppose. I'm just I'm a part of an older generation that longs for things to be as they were. And maybe things have moved on. Yeah, I'm perfectly willing to accept that. But in the meantime, I thought I'd just share my thoughts, and hopefully, I myself am trying to do everything I can to bring that tradition back, and hopefully, it will resonate with potential readers. So, if you like what you've heard, please like and subscribe. I do have a campaign going on Indiegogo, Tomorrow Girl Meets Punchline. It's a great classic team-up of two great superheroes fighting a good old-fashioned villain. So the link will be below, and until next time, this has been Dunn signing off.